Hi everybody, welcome out to the Dice Tower. My name is Chris Yee, and today I'm going to be taking a look at a game with a very exciting name and a pretty cool cover called Dino Battle. This is by Bombat Games, and unfortunately the game doesn't actually look nearly as cool as this cover, nor as the title. It's an abstract game actually for 2 to 4 players. It advertises as saying that it's best at 2 players, 3 players, and 4 players. That's literally how it reads on the back of the box. Let's see if that's true. Here's Dino Battle. Battle-tastic! Alright, this is played for 2, 3, or 4 players, and the rulebook here explains kind of what the team-up is going to be if you're playing the different player counts. If you're playing 4 players, every person is going to control one different faction. Plants, what they call Ceratops, the T-Rex, and the Pterodactyls. If you play with 2-player, then one person will control both the plants and the T-Rex, and the other player will control the Triceratops and the Pterodactyls. And if you play 3 players, then one person is the plants, one person the Triceratops, and the other person is the Tyrannosaurs and the Pterodactyls. So basically what will happen is the plant player will go first, whether it is a person by themselves or as part of the plant T-Rex combo team, right? Anyway, the plants will go out first, and they're going to add 3 pieces out onto the board somewhere. You're basically just trying to get a certain number of your pieces in a row. Plants want to get 5 in a row to win the game. The Triceratops will go, they'll add 2 pieces out onto the board. They can go into blank spaces, or they can eat plants. Nom 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 nom. Next player is the T-Rex. The T-Rex will go. The T-Rex can go onto a blank space, or they can eat a Triceratops. And then the Pterodactyl goes, and the Pterodactyl has to go somewhere onto a blank space. And so they'll go there. That looks good. Okay, it's back to the plants. They're going to add 3 more pieces out. And they'll go, blah, 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 blah. And then the Triceratops will go, and they'll go 1, 2. The Triceratops want 4 in a row. The T-Rexes want 3 in a row. But of course, you know, there's only so much that the T-Rex can do by adding 1 piece at a time. Then the Pterodactyl goes. Pterodactyl says no. And so basically you just kind of keep playing this way until one of the factions can get their number in a row. The Pterodactyls win if they just get all 5 of them out. So basically they're just a timer for the game. And so these fools are just going to keep, you know, eating things and whatnot. Nom 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 nom. And the T-Rex can't win, so they're going to go... They're going to go there, and then the Pterodactyl says no, and then the plants, now the plants really can't win, and so now the Triceratops is going to, oh no, the T-Rex might win now, so Dino Battle! So, anyway, yeah, that's how that goes, and then if the T-Rex wins by getting 3 in a row, then they get a certain number of points, and it's explained kind of the most awkward way possible, somewhere in the middle of all these things. If the plants win, they get 2 points. If the Triceratops win, they get 2 points. T-Rexes would get 3 points, and then the Pterodactyls, if they win, they get 4 points. And then you have every player change up which faction they're playing. You just rotate 1 space to the, clockwise to the next faction, and then you play again, and then once every player has been every roll, then you count up the points and see who has the most points. Dino Battle! And a small other note here, the little iconography. This shows how many of the things that you put out. This shows how many you need to get in a row to win the game. But what's weird is the statue, the trophy here, it just says the same number that's here on the side, 3 in a row. That's not how many points you get. It's just how many in a row that you need. So that's kind of weird. That's what a waste, right? That you could have had a chart on here that said how many points that player's going to get if they meet their condition. This shows what the thing can eat, right? So the T-Rex can eat the Triceratops can eat the plants. Pterodactyls don't eat anything. And then this is a weird thing here. The plants don't actually eat the T-Rex, but if there's 5 plants around a T-Rex space, then the T-Rex gets knocked off of the board. But this looks like the plants are going to eat the T-Rex, so the iconography is kind of weird on the player board. Oh, also, the board is a magnet! Look at that! So, is Dino Battle basically Mega Tic-Tac-Toe? Yeah, it is, and the factions are all different. It's interesting. So I believe in truth in advertising. The truth is I've not played this at 4 players, and I doubt that I ever would. I play this as a two-player game, and I like the idea of taking control of two different factions, one that goes every other turn, and the other player goes every other turn. Here's the thing, this game is just pretty flat. It's a little abstract game, you know, and it's really small, and the dinosaur theminess of it is, it's fine, right? I get it, the Triceratops eats the plants, the T-Rex eats the Triceratops. The pterodactyls are just flying around. They don't really, you know, they don't really care what's going on. They're trying to block spots, and that's fine. You know, there's some decisions there, and that's why I think I like the idea of the two-player game more than the four-player game. If you're playing four players and you're the pterodactyls, you take 5 turns the whole round, and you just put one in a spot somewhere and hope that it blocks something. That's very strange to me. You're just trying to hope that nobody else wins before you take your 5th turn, and I don't... Anyway, as a two-player game, it is actually kind of a little bit interesting, right? Because you could win as the plants and get 2 points, or you could win as the T-Rex and try to get that coveted 3rd point. But ultimately, it's really just not that exciting. And so, yeah, I've only played it with the two-player version. I assume that's kind of the most favorable way to play it. And, you know, it's not a bad game. It really isn't. It's just a cute little abstract game. I'm sure that it's all right for kids, right? And this is that magnetic board you saw that I showed off. So you could play this in like the backseat of a car or something like that. But it's just weird because it has like enough rules in it that it's not just going to be 2 kids playing, you know, magnetic checkers in the car in the backseat, but maybe you have some kids that would like this game. Dino Battle, right? That appeals to the inner 7-year-old boy inside of me, and I feel like, okay, you know, it sort of does the theme. I don't get why the plants choke out the T-Rex. That part is just absolutely confusing to me. It's not a terribly intuitive rule. Here's the thing. I honestly I looked at this and I said, oh, I hope this game is terrible. It would be fun to smash a game, you know, that looks this bad and is actually terrible. But it's not. It's a somewhat competently made game, if not exciting. And that's the biggest problem I can say about it, is that the game's really, it's okay. It is a game, you know, and so if you're looking, if for some reason this fits a need that you have, now you know that it exists. Otherwise, it's just not good. So overall, I'm going to be giving this game a 5 kids. We'll say it's a kids game. I think Bombat Games is a kids game company. I'll give it a 5 for kids. It's just forgettable. I'm not going to have fun playing this one with my kid, you know, for any reason. And maybe if you have 2 kids that want a dino battle in the backseat of a moving vehicle and you want that magnetic board, buddy, you found your game. Otherwise, I think you can pass on this one. So anyway, that's my thoughts on Dino Battle. My name is Chris Yee. Thank you for coming by the Dice Tower. Have yourselves a great day.